Hi, my name is Keith. I'm the Distillery Manager here at Benromick Distillery in Forres. We're the smallest working distillery on Speyside. We are owned by a family-run managed company, Gordon MacPhail. The purpose of the video today is really to teach you how to maybe blag your way through whisky, describing whisky in the event that you might want to buy a bottle, and you can maybe educate your family and friends that you actually do know a little bit of whisky. I'll maybe help you blag some pointers on that issue. I'll start off with lowlands here. You take a line from Dundee, cut right across to Greenock. Everything below the line is really what we class as a lowland whisky. They are typically light and floral flavour, sometimes triple distilled. Very light, easy drinking whisky. Everything above the line you can split in between. I suppose Highlands really, essentially at one time all the distilleries were Highland distilleries, but of course with the growth in the Scotch whisky industry, Speyside itself, which has almost half the population of distilleries in Scotland, has become a region of its own. Type of whisky you get from very elegant, fruity type whiskies you get from there. Highland region, slightly different, geographically the largest region in Scotland, quite diverse in its climate as well. You've got the west coast, you've got the central Highlands, and obviously the east coast. But typically there would be a spicy and aromatic whiskies, you would get full body flavour as well. And then of course you've got Islay, or island whiskies. Typically Islay whiskies, you'll see them there, will be quite heavily peated, very smoky, phenolic type whiskies. Not completely exclusive to the smokiness, but most of them are. They have that real full body characteristic. So you see all the different whisky regions, and they all have quite subtle differences in flavours just because of the geographical location and the style of whisky that's produced there. Now, how to blag your way through whisky tasting, make them think you know what you're speaking about. 3 things you need to remember when you're looking at whisky and explaining it. The appearance, how it looks, the colour, it can be dark, lighter coloured, how it looks in the side of glass. A thick oily spirit will run down the sides of glass very, very slowly. You see it's quite viscous. You've then got the aroma. You need to smell the whisky basically, you know. This is where you get most of your flavour from. You can smell that sweetness coming through, the fruitiness. And then lastly is the palate, how it tastes. So only 3 things: the appearance, the aroma and the palate. Swallow the glass, try it neat for a start. Hold it in your mouth, and then you'll get a mouth feel as well. There might be a drying sensation, a sticky sensation, a prickling sensation. That's what they actually call by the mouth feel. And then you can add a small amount of water. That helps to sort of release. It just wakens the whisky up. It excites the whisky, and you get quite a lot of flavour coming through. The whisky I'm tasting at the moment is Benromick 10-year-old. This is the one here. It's been matured in bourbon cask for about 9 years, and then finished off in European sherry cask. And that just gives it that rich complexity, a little bit of smokiness, maltiness. I always get a little bit of chocolate, sweet fruitiness as well. Very complex whisky. When I speak complexity, that means you get these flavours that come in all the time, all these different flavours. Maybe that'll give you an idea how to blag your way through the next whisky tasting. So if you buy a bottle of whisky, then you can maybe convince your mates that you actually do know what you're speaking about. And even better, if it's a bottle of Benromick. Well, thanks for spending this little bit of time with me. I hope that I've given you a few tips on how to blag your way through a whisky tasting. Good luck with your whisky tastings, and if you have any comments, any stories, then put them on the Facebook page. We'd love to hear. Slange.